many of you, I think you already know. You already know whom I'm speaking about. And really, really, she's the lady who 2 days ago, she reached 1 million lifetime rank. That in general, she has earned over $1 million from WorldVentures. Yes, and then the one and only Vaitiare Mervin, IMD Vaitiare Mervin. I'm welcoming you and I'm opening microphone for you, and we are so excited to hear from you. Vaitiare.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. We can hear you.
I'm here. So thank you so much for your introduction. So hope you are fine. It's a call for only, okay, maybe you can see me, you cannot see me. Okay, good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we see you.
Amazing. We can hear you. We can see you.
Oh, good. Thank you so much. So hello, all the ladies in this call. It's only for ladies, so men, please get out. Thank you so much. So my name is Vaitiare, and I was born in a small island called New Caledonia in the South Pacific, and I live in Tahiti. So if you know Bora Bora, it's in Tahiti, French Polynesia. So I speak French, but I learn English, and I am here with 500 ladies. Wow! Congratulations for being here with us, with me. I will share with you my slides because I want to share with you my story in WorldVentures, and I took a lot of pictures of my story in WorldVentures. So I want to share with you if it's okay for you. Yes. And okay, is it good? Oh no, it's unlocked. So I cannot share my screen. Maybe the animator can.
Give you a second, please. We're gonna make you share your screen.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Okay, could you see my screen? Good. Yes. So my name is Vaitiare Mervin, and Ahutoru since last August, because I am the wife of an amazing man called Caleb Ahutoru. And I come from Tahiti, so in the South Pacific, and I grew up in a small island of 200,000 people where everybody knows everybody. And at the age of, I grew up in a wooden house, and at the age of 10, my parents divorced. So I had two families at 10 years old: my mom, my stepdad, my sister, and my dad, my stepmom, my stepbrother, and my stepsister. And they were my why, because when I joined WorldVentures, I wanted my four parents left their job, and I worked hard to do that. And I grew up in a ghetto, so in New Caledonia, in this building, the L building. And because it was too small for us, we changed of building and arrived in the M building, in the same ghetto. And at the age of 18, I decided to leave my mom because I wanted to become independent. And when I asked for a social apartment, the guy called me and told me, okay, we found something for you in this neighborhood, also in the same neighborhood, in the same ghetto, in the I building. And the fourth and last time of my life, at the age of 22 years, yeah, I changed for the fourth time of building and arrived in the J building. And in this neighborhood, only people who who don't earn a lot of money could live here in this neighborhood. And I grew up here with my friends, with my family. And before joining WorldVentures, I had two jobs. My first job was bank agent during the day and a dance teacher after the bank. So I didn't have time. I worked from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. and I was so tired. And you know, some few years before, I had made a loan to the bank because I wanted to travel. And in our island, travel, it's very expensive because our flights are minimum $800, $1,000, only the flight, only the ticket flight. So it's very expensive for us to travel. And I had made a loan to have money to travel. And before WorldVentures, I traveled only once every 3 years. And I had the money, I traveled 1, 2, 3 times. And because I couldn't refund the bank forbade me and I was banned from all the French banks. Ban means not access to the credit card, not have access to my bank account, not have money, nothing. As you know, we need a credit card to join WorldVentures. And one day I received a message from one of my friends called Glenda. She lived in New Caledonia, another island in the South Pacific, and she wanted to present me something, WorldVentures. But at the end of this presentation, because she was a new rep, it was not a presentation like today. I didn't understand everything, but I just understood that it was travel and earn money. But I didn't have money because I was banned and I didn't have credit card and I didn't have time because I had two jobs. And I said, no, it's not the good moment for me. And 6 months later, Glenda was in Miami for her first DreamTrips and her first event. It was the United in Orlando. And I sent, because she just did a DreamTrips and she went to her first event, we decided to plan a new presentation. And she should again WorldVentures. At the end of this presentation, I wanted to join, but it was not the good moment for me because I didn't have time, I didn't have credit card, I didn't have money. But I understood one thing. I understood that if you want a different life, you have to take different action. And to take different, so I opened my bank account online and I saw $600, but it was to pay the rent of my apartment. But I watched my bank account, I watched Glendown Skype, I watched my bank account, I watched Glendown Skype, and I told her I joined. I don't know how I will pay the rent of my apartment, but I want to change my life. And I joined WorldVentures with a $600 as platinum member, platinum rep. It was to pay the rent of my apartment. And this decision changed my whole life. And I will show you. I joined WorldVentures on February 1st, 2016. And I will show you in these next minutes how I joined WorldVentures in 2016 and how I hit IMD. I hit it IMD in 2017. Are you ready for that? Yes? Okay. So how did I start? I started. Okay. I don't know why. Could you see my, yeah. How did I start? I started with home travel parties because we didn't have venue, we didn't have room to present. And I invited my friends who invited their friends, who invited their friends. I took my car I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 travel parties at home every day, because I wanted to have money and to have the refund on the membership, the $600, because I needed money. And you know, if you don't have a home, a house, if you don't have a room, a venue, a place to present, just do it outside. I did it outside because we didn't have place to do our travel parties. And you know what? If you don't have a screen, a television, if you don't have that, just put a table and take a white sheet and do it like that. Because we don't have any excuses. If you want to succeed, you have to take action and to find solution. And because at the end of the presentation, people ask me, okay, did any Polynesian do a DreamTrips? I said, no. I didn't want to tell them that I didn't have money to pay my first DreamTrips. I didn't have money to pay the flight. And I showed pictures of African and Asian people who did DreamTrips. But people in my island say, yes, but we don't know that people. We want Polynesian do a DreamTrips. And I say, okay, but join, and after you will do a DreamTrips. And you know, at the end of one presentation, I decided to choose a DreamTrips, a very cheapest DreamTrips. And I chose Las Vegas with the helicopter tour. But I didn't have money. The flight was $1,000. I didn't have the money. And I decided with my husband to sell 200 chicken to pay our first DreamTrips. I posted them on Facebook on March 20th, 2016. And the DreamTrips was in May 2016. And I cooked with my husband, we cooked and we sold 200 chicken to pay our first DreamTrips, and we were the four first Polynesian of our island going to a DreamTrips. And you know, we didn't know this day if DreamTrips was real. And I say to Thomas, the boyfriend of Matira, my second personal, because he told me, yes, but if it's not real. And I told him, yes, but if it's real, so we have to go. And we were the pioneer. We became pioneer of our island. We went to Las Vegas, and wow, it was so amazing. I came back. I left my job. My sponsor told me, no, don't quit your job. And I said no, because yeah, I wanted to quit my job because I wanted to use my 8 hours per day to do presentation. And I came back, I left my job, and I called my sponsor. Okay, now I want to earn money. I want to learn how to earn money. And she told me, yes, okay, you have to go to the events. And I told her, what are events? And she told me, oh, events, it's with trainers, IMD, double, triple, quadruple IMDs, and they will teach you how to earn money fast, and there is a system. Okay, where are these events? And she told me, in Australia. And I said, wow, 11 hours from my island. Yes, okay, listen. I didn't pay the rent of my apartment to join WorldVentures. I sold 200 chicken to pay my first DreamTrips, and now say that I have to go to Australia. And she said, yes, okay. Because I'm coachable, I decided to sell my clothes in the market to pay my first event, to pay the flight, to go to my first event. You know, the flight to go to Australia was $1,200, only the ticket, only the flight. And I decided to sell my clothes, and I went to Sydney as director on stage. And wow, you know, on stage, I took one decision. The decision that I will book the next event, and I will book all the events of WorldVentures. I will never miss any events, and I will come back as marketing director on stage to the next event. I came back, and it was not easy. You know, when I came back, I decided to sell the rest of my clothes. Okay, maybe you can see now. Yes, I decided to sell the rest of my clothes because I wanted to pay the flight to go to the Momentum. And I came back. I understood one thing in Sydney. It was that, yes, it's good to go to the event, but it's better to go with your team, with your teams. And I decided to go with Melanie, Moyava, Meyata, and Matira. We left our husband at home because, you know, at the beginning, you will sometimes you will travel alone. You will travel without your husband, without your wife, without your family. But what you sacrifice today, you will do it when you want later. So we went, and we didn't have money to pay our hotel. You know, I come from Tahiti. I live in Tahiti. And if you want to go to Australia, you have to sleep one night in Auckland. But we didn't have money to pay the hotel in Auckland. And I told girls and I told ladies, okay, put the pillows and the blankets on the flight, and we will sleep at the airport. And we slept at the airport. And you know what? Today, Meyata is director. Moyava is marketing director. Matira is regional marketing director. Melanie is national marketing director. And because one day these ladies sacrificed their money, their time to go on trainings and to trainings every day, and every 3 months we went to all the events, WorldVentures events, and today we are on stage. And I went on stage as marketing director in Brisbane, and I took one decision on stage to come back, to book the next event, and to come back as regional marketing director. And you know, when I was in Brisbane, my husband called me and told me, oh, I just had an accident with your car. I am good, but the car is died. Okay, and we didn't have money. And the car was for us a car to go to our presentation, to our travel parties, and we didn't have a car. And I came back. I was angry, yes. And we come back, and when I opened the gate of my home, the gate fell on me, and I was badly injured. I had to go to the hospital, and at the hospital, the doctor told me, okay, you have to rest. But the problem is that I wanted to hit marketing director. And the day after, I organized a travel party, and I told my husband, okay, please, could you drive me to the travel party? And he said no. I said yes. He said no. I said yes. And he said no, you have to rest. And I said, okay, I want to earn money. So could you drive me to the travel party? And I never stopped the presentation. I never stopped the travel parties, because for me, it's better to keep running. And I kept working, and I went to the airport because I wanted to go to the boot camp, and I went on stage as regional marketing director. And on stage, I took one decision: to come back, to book the next event, to come back, to work hard as national marketing director. I came back to my island, and when I opened the newspaper, I saw my face on the newspaper, and some people wanted me to start ventures in my island. But, you know, I have the faith. And for me, WorldVentures came in my life because, and was better, the best decision in my life. And I decided to close the newspaper and to keep working. And I came back to Australia as National Marketing Director with my two uplines, Glenda and Luarti. And on stage, I took one decision: to keep working, to come back in my island, to book the next event, and to come back as an IMD, back to Auckland, New Zealand, as International Marketing Director with my family. And you know, the girl who grew up in this ghetto, now I live in a hotel, and WorldVentures pay the rent of my hotel. And I had the most beautiful wedding of my life. I had three dresses, because I joined WorldVentures, and I worked very hard, and I was constancy. I could realize the most beautiful wedding of my dreams. And you know, until now, I showed you how I did to hit IMD, and now you can see how my life is beautiful thanks to WorldVentures. And my mom and my dad, so they divorced 25 years old. My mom 4 years ago had a heart attack, and I wanted her to quit her job, but she couldn't. And I worked, and the day I hit IMD, she left her job, and now she stay at home and she travel all around me. My dad was a truck driver, and I can see the video of his last night of work. So my dad cleaned the road, and I bring him some food, because at midnight it was his break to eat. And this night I decided that my dad that it was his last night of work. And 3 months ago, because my parents, you know, they are 60 years old and they never saw the snow, I went with them to Finland. We did a DreamTrips together, and they saw for the first time of their life the snow. And today we travel all around the world together. I travel with my family. They left their job, and now we are free together. Because you have to have a why. And my why, my motivation when I wake up, when I sleep, it was to give the freedom to my parents. And today, that's why I am an IMD. Because I found my why. I found the motivation why I will do 8, 9, 10, 50 presentations per day. Today, the girl, the lady who didn't travel a lot, travel only once every 3 years. Now she traveled all around the world. We went to Norway, Melbourne, to Bangkok, to New York, to Iceland, to sing in front of the Niagara Falls, to Egypt, Las Vegas. We did our honeymoon in Maldives. We went to the most biggest boat cruise in the world. We touched an elephant. We saw the Northern Lights. We went to Disneyland, to everywhere. You know, 2 days before my wedding, the hospital called me because I had they told me that, I will give you the name of that. They told me that I had a thyroid disease here, and that's why I wore this necklace on my wedding day, because my neck was swollen, and it was 2 days ago, 2 days before my wedding. But I decided, you know, we will have some trials in our life, but we have to fight for us, for our family, for our wife. And I kept working. I was an IMD, but when you are an IMD, you have trials too. And it was the day of my wedding, and I kept working, and I hit the income. 90 trainer. I became 90 trainer last October, and I was on stage as a 90 trainer at the Momentum in Arizona in January. And you know, when I was trainer on stage, I didn't know that I was pregnant. Yeah, it's the first time that I say that. And I didn't know that I was pregnant. I came back to my island, and I had that news, and I was so happy. But you know, the life is not like what you want. And last month, March, I went to see the doctor, and the doctor told me that the heart of my baby stopped. So he died last month, and I went to the hospital to have this. I had an operation to remove my baby. But you know, yes, life is not always like what you want. But if you have faith, if you keep working, and you take action, and you stay positive, you will have the results and the life that you want. And we kept working with my husband, and yes, yesterday we hit the $1 million ring, not by chance, by choice. And you know, for years, men had to help their families. Men had to take care of bringing money home, and the woman took care of the housework and the children. And the woman today, women are coming back to the forefront, and today we are responsible for our home and our family. It's our duty to shelter our family. So let's fight. Ladies, let's fight, because it's our life. It's your life. It's my life. It's our life. It's their life. But ladies, listen, it's your life. So I just want to thank WorldVentures, all the team, 500 ladies here, and we will see us together to the day at the United Online. Because don't forget, ladies, it's our life. It's your life. Thank you so much.